Hey everyone, Leo with Dreaming Tree, and welcome to the assembly video for our satin ribbon favor box. You're looking at it, that's all it is, just that, and then we have a little piece that can go on the front that you can customize with either a stamp or a print-to-cut. You can obviously have your machine do writing if you want. A very simple box, and we actually made sure to separate it into two sections. We could have made it all one piece, but then you wouldn't be able to make it bigger, and I realize how important that is for, adapting it to various size gifts or goodies or favors, whatever it is that you're going to put in there. This one's going to be perfect for a wedding, wedding shower, baby shower, whatever it is. I picked some papers out of my DCWV LeBlanc stack. Nice little pattern on there. And we're going to put some glue on one of the tabs, grab the other half of the box, line it up as accurately as you can. As always, your download includes a solid scoreline version of the file. Okay, and I opted to go with that because it does look nicer, and this is a dimensional project. I usually don't use solid scorelines for dimensional stuff, but for a simple box like this, it's not bad. It'll work. It does the trick. Okay, so now we're going to take and apply some glue to this tab. And we'll close it up. I'm going to take and just spread that glue out to the very edge. This paper is almost has like a, I don't know, it's a very smooth texture on the outside. Okay, just line that up. It should be able to do it while it's flat. Okay, so we've joined the box together. Very simple so far, right? So like I said, super easy to mass produce this. Now we're going to flip this over, bring these tabs down, and apply our glue to the three remaining tabs. I suppose you could use a tape gun. I never use a tape gun because I never have luck with them. They don't really, I feel like they don't work as well as glue does to kind of keep things in place. I guess you could say that might be faster, but at the same time, I think it's fine. Okay, so we're going to close this up. Do your best to align it with this side here, the side opposite of where it's already hinged. Pull that out as far as it'll go, right up to the very edge. Flip it over. You can move these out of the way and then press down. Okay, now if you are mass producing these and you want to save paper, you can omit this little liner piece that goes inside, but we wanted to add it to kind of polish it off on the inside and also make it a little more sturdy. I guess it depends on what you're putting inside. It'll help kind of determine whether or not you even need that piece. Okay, so there we go. That's done. And now it's just a matter of, putting the ribbon in. We're going to take our ribbon, and on the screen here, I'll tell you exactly how much ribbon you need. Okay, we're going to feed it through this little slit, and this is 5/8 inch ribbon. Okay, I guess you could technically modify the little slit if you want to use thinner ribbon, but we thought that size was appropriate for this size box. Okay, and then I'm going to take the other side, slide it through the same way. So on the bottom slit it goes in, and then on the top slit it comes out. Just like that. Make sure it's straight on the bottom. Okay, there we go. And then these are going to go in, okay? And then these are going to go in, but what we're going to do is we're going to feed the ribbon through the little hole at the top. We'll do one at a time here. So we'll bring this one in. And we'll bring this one in. And it doesn't really matter which one goes first. Let me flip this around here real quick. Okay, so we got it coming up. Now that's going to go down. You want to make sure that you keep the ribbon straight so it lies flat against the box. Like that. You can see how it's nice and flat. Now, it is kind of long. I didn't really cut it to size, but I will figure that out. And make sure to post it. Okay. It's going to come out like this. Okay, you might need to kind of tug it a little bit just to tighten it, and you can see how that looks around the sides. And now we just simply tie a bow. Hold on here. I want to make my loops nice. And just like you're tying your shoes. Okay. And then you can adjust it. Give it a nice gentle tug just to kind of get it in place without making it all crazy. Bring the tails down, loops on top, and tighten it a little bit. And then just adjust it to however long you want the tails to be. There we go. And then you want it kind of facing forward, so just swing it over, and then you've got your tails. Now obviously I cut way too much, okay, and then you can just trim it however you want. I'm going to trim it this way. Make sure you got a nice sharp scissor. I got some sticky stuff on mine. You get the idea. So that's it, and then of course this part here, we have a white layer, perfect for your print to cut, your stamp, your machine to write on, whatever it may be. And pop that like that. Okay, you can make 2 of these if you want. I don't think you need to do that. I'm gonna flip this over, and you can either glue it down, or if you want to add a little bit of dimension to the box and to this little section, throw a couple foam squares on the back. And let's see, it doesn't matter which one's the front or back. You just pop that right on the front, nice and centered. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. We just hit 61,000 subscribers. That'll let you know anytime we release a new project, whether it be paid or free. And if you make this or anything from our latest bundle, the Spring Whispers bundle, I'd love to see it, and so would the rest of our community. So head over to your Facebook and do a search for Dreaming Tree Official. That's where you'll find myself and over 45,000 other crafters just like you that inspire us daily. So again, hope you had a blast, and as always, I look forward to crafting with you again. Hey, thanks for crafting along with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out some of our other videos, and please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to visit our site and check out our free SVG section, where you'll find over 140 free SVG files complete with assembly tutorials. I'll see you in the craft room.